This is how you can find a square using a triangle. If you can count to 3, 4, 5, you can make a foundation square. Just measure 3, 4, then 5 across. With large areas, you multiply by the same number. If you want more 20-second tips, hit that button down below. It only took me 3 pieces of wood and string to build this incredibly strong structure. First, we'll make them about the same size. Get your hands on some rope or string. Tie a knot around the first piece. Next, weave your string over and under every piece. Just get your string and wrap it up and down. This will pull the other strings together. Next, I'm going to tie a little slip knot grabbing the end of the rope. Tie an extra knot for safekeeping. And there we have it, a strong 3-post teepee. If you want more 20-second tips, hit that button down below. This is the easiest way to find your flat tire. Get yourself a bucket of water. Make it really soapy. Grab a dirty sock. You should probably use a cloth. Get that tire nice and soapy. Pressure inside your tire is going to bubble the soap. Your leak could be somewhere other than the tread though. It can also be on the sidewall, the seal, or the valve. The small bubbles right here are exactly what we're looking for. Those bubbles are showing that I have a bad seal. Now to watch a long repair video and bring you a shorter one. This is why nothing will grow in your soil. Your soil already has everything it needs. What you call yard waste just getting put into big piles and sold to you later. Fresh green debris can be used as a nitrogen source. Dried up debris, wood, and cardboard can all be used as a carbon source. Best use 3 parts carbons to 1 part nitrogens. What happens is rust and dirt gets trapped inside this bead seal area, and we need to clean it out. First, we need to find a way to pop the bead seal. I wonder if this is going to work. Make sure you don't roll your car over when doing this. Since I didn't have good luck with the crowbars, I tried this trick I saw online. Oh, screw this, I got a tractor. Let's turn this nuisance into a solution. Landscaping has a lot of nuisances. One of the worst has to be rocks. Whether you're digging and you run into one, or trying to flatten an area and this rock just leaves a big line behind you. I started gathering all the rocks that I get out of the gravels and the dirt, and I've been lining them up right here to hold the embankment up from falling down into the culvert area. Making your own compost is easy. All you need are greens, browns, and water. Greens are materials rich in nitrogen. Greens can be fresh lawn, garden, or kitchen waste. Browns are high in carbon material, dried yard waste, cardboard, and wood chips. You're worried about how tight your nuts are? I am very worried about how tight my nuts are. Once I popped the bead off the tire, I was able to do a cleaning between the tire and the rim. As you start inflating, it might look like your leaks got a lot worse, but your tire still needs to pop into that bead. So wait till you fill it, then check again. One thing to keep in mind when putting on and taking off your tire, tighten the bolts that are across from each other, not beside each other. This just helps stabilize the wheel a little bit. Every vehicle should have a scissor jack like this one and a tire iron. And of course, that tire iron will fit your tire's lug nuts. You don't need to get anything from the store for this repair. Try to half tighten your bolts while the car is off the ground. Now say it with me, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Now the tire has started taking some weight. I'm gonna tighten these, but you don't need to be the Hulk. Drive 100 kilometers and then go to your local tire shop and they'll probably retorque it for free. If the bulb's pushing against clay, it's not going to have a lot of give to grow. A couple great ways to add some fluffiness to your soil. Obviously you can aerate it by sticking your shovel in, which I'm going to do, and turn up the soil. Now I'm going to move the soil from one side to the other and make a bit of a hole. Also going to try to break up the clay as I'm doing it. I've also learned the fix to almost every soil problem is add organic matter. The organic matter itself will be less compact than the clays. When it breaks down, it creates something called humus that is very easy for your plants to travel through. I'm going to try to mix and dig the next hole at the same time. After chopping up all the organic matter, I'm going to start adding the clay bit by bit to it to thicken it back up and get to a nice overall consistency at the end. I'd say I did a pretty good job. Alright, let's get this project started. Once I get the tractor turned on, I started leveling an area down to the driveway. Just flattening up and trying to tear up as much of the stuff as I can, because there's a lot of weeds and other things in there, and I also sprayed some of the weeds with a bit of vinegar and dish soap solution. It's basically, vinegar is horrible for weeds and plants, and if you spray a little bit of that, it'll be good to go. I just kept plowing and pushing and pulling the sand and the grass around until I had a nice until I had a nice even level platform. Here's the end results. This is the end result of my flattening.